Yangthola is a powerful and captivating play that unfolds in the heart of South Africa. It tells the extraordinary story of a street dweller and recycler navigating the gritty urban landscape. Now, the play also stands as a critical social critique illuminating South Africa's unrelenting capitalist structure. For more insights, we're now joined in studio by Mongezi Ntukwana, who's the writer and director of Yangthola. Mongezi, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening.
Good evening, Kadleho. Thanks for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Yangthola, what inspired it?
So basically, I was a student, and I used to travel to get to my res.
Okay.
And I saw the numbers of homeless people starting to increase as I traveled from campus to my residence. And it was quite a daunting task to walk late night after rehearsals. So just for my own protection, I started just having conversations with these homeless people and just hearing their stories and just realizing that, okay, we dehumanize these people a lot. And then once you start to speak to them, hear about their hopes and dreams, you really see that they're just normal people just like us that have had unfortunate circumstances happen in their life to lead them there.
Wow, so amazing. Now, this is a one-person showing. How did you go about in finding the person that takes this show to what it is and the vision that you had for it? And what critical elements were you looking for? Sure.
So the play is performed by a great actor who's also a friend of mine. We studied together. He goes by the name of Alex Siposono. So it was just a friendship. Talent recognizes talent. I said, okay, cool. I've written the script for my writing exam, which it was at the time. Please come read it for me. He read it for me, and he just understood it from the word go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So talk us through it. Is it puppeteering? How does it work? What would one see when they attend the theatre?
Sure. So we're using elements of puppetry, definitely also elements of poor theatre.
Okay.
So what the actor does is that he uses refuse items to tell the story. So discarded items could be representing people or places.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Now, the play focuses on the effects of capitalism,
yes,
especially on black lives. Do you find that the arts today are doing enough to conscientize the society with regards to the environment?
To be honest, no. That's why the play that we're doing exists right now. So that's why we're trying to conscientize people to make them see that we're accepting nonsense, to put it roughly. For example, if you get your bank charges you for a failed or declined transaction, why are you being punished for not having money? You already don't have the money. Why must you charge me for not having it? So the capitalist system really affects people, rich, poor, middle class. So imagine now someone who's got nothing at all. So that's the elements we were
that you're working through.
Yes.
And how important is it for art to be able to highlight some of our social ills and also what capitalism does to our society?
So art has a very disarming nature. So for example, in the play we use comedy. And so people will come to a theater maybe expecting to have fun. Okay, let me just de-stress. But then when you go into the space, because you're disarmed, you're open to what's going to happen, and then it's that shock value like, oh, this is actually a very serious matter and we need to do something about it.
Now, this is a theatre play,
yes,
and the world is moving more towards entertainment being just a click away. I mean, we saw just in this past week, Stekeniko is doing a preemptive move in getting rid of some of their assets in terms of the cinemas, because they're seeing that a lot of people are not attending and watching movies in person at cinemas. How is this culture affecting the production of theatres and for people, and also just that culture of people walking into a theatre and appreciating such art?
It is affecting it a lot, especially post-pandemic, so we'd have to find creative ways to produce theatre now. But I think since the post-apartheid era, theatre's kind of gone on a decline in terms of audience numbers. That's why we have to do interviews like this to let people be aware that, okay, these things are happening. Please come through to watch.
And what experience would be different if someone has never been to the theatre and all the entertainment they get is either on television, on radio, or any of their devices?
Yes.
What kind of an experience would someone sitting in the audience get that's different from having things on a digital platform?
For sure. So one thing I'd say is an experience that you'd get watching something live is you get something we call cathartic value.
Okay.
So you get a release of some sort just from watching it live, and you can't really feel the emotions of someone when you're watching it with the screen dividing between you two. Yeah.
So Mongezi, this play launches in the week that we celebrate 30 years of freedom.
Yes.
In your opinion, what should freedom look like for an ordinary South African?
For an ordinary South African, freedom should look like not having to worry about your movements late night like this. I'm sure even you, when you're going home tonight, you have to make sure that, okay, cool, this person knows I'm on the way. If you're Ubering, you're sending your trip to someone. I think those safety measures are important. It's important to let people know where you're going, but it shouldn't be a need, an absolute need for you to do those things. So just free movement without fear of being hurt for your valuables.
Most certainly.
Yes.
Lastly, Yangthola, where can people watch this beautiful showcase and when does it launch?
We're launching on the 25th of April. It's going to be at the Market Theatre Laboratory. You can purchase tickets on web tickets, so it runs from the 25th of April to the 1st of May 2024.
And any other work that's in the pipeline?
I can't mention anything now, but soon.
Soon. We'll have you back soon.
Sure.
In order for you to be able to come and tell us about it. Thank you so much for such artistry. It's very important that we put pieces of work out there that really ensures that we're educating South Africans about the environment. Good luck with the turnout and the audiences, and I'm sure they'll certainly enjoy it.